I think that's a trademark of who we're going to be. That right now, till our offense gets a flow about itself, our defense has played really well in spurts, but we've made the most of opportunities. And when the ball's up in the air, we've been able to go get the ball. And Keith had a great tip, played the tip, and returned it for a touchdown. And Tobias had a great play on his interception. He stepped in front of the ball and then ran it back for 6. And I thought James Clark's interception down there at in the red zone, he did everything we asked him to do. He read the play right, ran right where he was supposed to be, and he finished the play off. He was tired, and I wanted him to cut back and see if we couldn't get 6 more. But I've told him he'd probably made it maybe to the 40, and he'd have passed out anyway. So, but we're making the most of those opportunities, and I think that's what the key is. And as long as we can put ourselves in good position and give our offense good positions, then I think we'll be all right.
How big was a win like this for your home opener in Kimbrough?
I think that any time you win, it's a big thing. I mean, it's hard to win a football game at this level with everything that goes into it. But to have some former players back to start the end of the Kimbrough era here with a win like that, put a lot of smiles on people's faces.
Is Logan okay?
Logan is being evaluated today. So.
Big win, Coach. What's some of the things, though, you're looking to improve on as you guys continue in the season?
I thought we were sluggish in the first quarter and very sluggish in the fourth quarter. In the first quarter, I thought we could have started out a little faster, both offensively and defensively. But we got it together and got a rhythm going in the second and third quarter. The fourth quarter, we had too many penalties. I think that's the biggest thing is we have too many penalties in the first 2 games. We're not going to beat good teams going further like that when you have 12 penalties. We had, I believe, if I'm correct, 5 offensive holding penalties, whether it was in the offensive line or in the receiving core, which some of those, again, I will say are kind of questionable in my opinion, but they called them and we got to live with it. I can deal with some of them. I like the aggressiveness of going after a punt, and we got a roughing the kicker call on that. But if the guy does what he's taught and takes the ball off the foot, then I don't think we have that call. I think it's a block punt and we go. I like, if quarterback's going to run the ball, we're going to hit the quarterback. So we got caught on that one time, but that's part of the game. So we got to eliminate the penalties and not make stupid penalties. False starts are stupid penalties. Jumping off sides on defense, stupid penalties. So we got to fix those.
Coach, you mentioned the offense needed to get into a better flow. There's been some good drives, and then there's been some drives where this haven't looked as good. What things need to be changed or worked on to get that offense a little more consistent?
I think that, you don't have to score every time to get a rhythm going. I just think we need to get consistency, 2 or 3 first downs, and move the ball, move the chains, change field position. I really like what we're doing. I think our offense is limited by some injuries that we've had. But again, we're not using that as an excuse. And I think Coach McDonough has kept teams off balance, and we've been able to do some things. I think it's, I want to see Mitch make some of those throws that he's just a little bit off of. I want to see our receivers get a little bit crisper in routes, and I want to see our running backs hit that hole going downhill instead of kind of gliding through there. But I can say the same thing about defense. I want to see linebackers to come and hit the hole with authority instead of kind of just gliding around and getting pushed out a little bit. And I want to see our secondary continue to not only be good at hawking the ball when the ball's in the air, but good tacklers, and that's going to be a key to this week.
Look at Tarleton. I know they got canceled, but a lot of transfers in. They looked great against Delta State. What have you seen about them? So far, I know they look
just pure athleticism.
Right, yeah,
They're athletes all over the place. I think their offensive line is big, and they're physical, very physical up front, and they dominated us last year a little bit. And their running backs run hard, and they hit the holes, and they're going to go, and they have the ability to break tackles. We have to tackle well on defense this year. We didn't tackle well at all last year, and that cost us in the game. The secondary, they're going to come up and they're going to press. They're going to get up in our faces, going to challenge our receivers to do things, and that's what they do, and they're pretty good at it. So, and they're built for this year. They've got a lot of seniors this year, and they're definitely got the talent to go out and get it, and if breaks go their way, they could go a long way.
Tobias, we know the kind of start Tobias has had, but what do you think about the other freshmen? How do you think everybody else is developing?
I think Chris Thomas has done a really good job with his transition. He started outside backer, moved to inside backer, and I think he had 10 tackles this week and had made a lot of good plays. He's still learning. Tobias is still learning. Miguel Garcia started this week at nose guard, and you look at him and you're like, how's this guy playing college football? But he just has a work ethic about him that's amazing. And on the other side of the ball, we got some freshman receivers that are starting, and they show flashes, but they're still young, and they've got to be able to, again, like I said earlier, run crisper routes. And when the ball comes, if they catch the ball in space, they can do things. And we've got to get them the ball and give them opportunities.
Coach Duke had a good game, especially in the second half. Talk a little bit about the type of runner that he is.
Well, I think that he brings a lot more power, whereas Logan brought a little more finesse. But Luke's a bigger, stronger back, and he wants to run guys over. We bug him because he got chased down about the 10-yard line. But, he brings more than just his running style, but an energy to that offense. And he is a very good spark plug for our offense and getting guys fired up and getting guys going. He wants the ball all the time, and he wants to make something happen with it all the time. So not only as a runner, but all the little things he does is very beneficial to our program.
With the strength of the conference, obviously getting off to a good start, I was pretty imperative.
Absolutely. And, Midwestern upsets West Florida. And I don't know if that was really an upset being in Wichita Falls. And, of course, everybody knows about that team out east. But everybody's gotten better. Kingsville gotten better. Every team's gotten better. Permian Basin played a tough game against Northern Michigan up at their place. So it's the key is you got to get off to a good start here and get things rolling. And, there's a challenge right now coming to us with Tarleton State, and we're ready to accept the challenge.